Okay, so now that we solved this problem with models, we're going to go ahead and use it by decomposing. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this number, and I can see that it has 2 ones, 4 tenths, and 5 hundredths. Okay, then I'm going to look at this number and I'm going to take it away. This has 1, 1. This has 1 minus 1 tenth minus 8 hundredths. Okay, so just like before, we're going to start with our lowest place value, and that is the hundredth place right here. So this is my lowest place value. So as I could tell from over here, this 5 couldn't take away 8 because 5 is a smaller number than 8. So I needed to borrow. So I'm going to do that same thing over here. So I know that 5 is smaller than 8, so I cannot take 8 from 5. It doesn't make any sense. I don't have enough. So I need to borrow from this tenths place. So this 4 is going to change to a 3. And I know that 1 tenth makes 10 hundredths, so I'm going to add these 10 over here. So now I have 15 hundredths minus this 8 hundredths, right? If I wrote 15 hundredths, I would write it right here. Minus 8 hundredths. And I know that 15 minus 8 would get me to 7 hundredths. You might have counted up. That's what I like to do. I like to start with 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It gets me to 7 hundredths. Okay? Now I move to my next place value. I have 3 tenths minus 1 tenth. 3 is bigger than 1, so I can do that. And it gets me to 2 tenths. And then I move to my next place value. 2 ones minus 1 1 equals 1 1. And now I take all of these pieces. I could even convert it to my decimal form already. And I would get 1 and 2 tenths and 7 hundredths. So that is by using decomposing. And I'm going to go ahead and show you one more way that you can use it with decomposing right now. So again, we have the same problem. 2 and 45 hundredths minus 1 and 18 hundredths. And we're going to go ahead and decompose those numbers. So I have 2 ones, 4 tenths, 5 hundredths, and I know I need to subtract 1 1, 1 tenth, 8 hundredths, okay? So like we saw before, I'm going to start with my lowest place value. And I can see that 5 cannot take away 8, so I have to borrow from this 4. So I'm going to change the 4 to a 3 tenths, and I'm going to add this 1 tenth over here, which gives me 15 hundredths, okay? Now I can go ahead and take away 15 and 8. 15 hundredths minus 8 hundredths equals 7 hundredths. Okay, then I move on to my next one. I can see 3 tenths minus 1 tenth equals 2 tenths. And my last ones, 2 wholes minus 1, 1. And I put them all together. And that should work. So 2 minus 1 whole is 1. And then I take all of these pieces. I did that kind of quick, I apologize. So I have this 1 whole left, this 2 tenths left, this 7 hundredths left, which would get me to 1 and 27 hundredths. So I hope that helps.